Hey everyone, Standard MTG here and welcome to today's video, which is the first in a three-part series. Zendikar Rising fully spoiled now, so I'm going to go through my top 10 of each rarity. So today we're going to start off with the common cards, very important cards are the common cards. And then tomorrow's video will be the uncommons, and then the day after that will be the gold rare mythics. So we're going to be top 10s of those. And then obviously these are just going to be my personal choices. So what I would like you to do, any cards you feel like I missed or any cards that you just think would be really good from each rarity. So today, just the commons, please put in the comments. Let me know what you like, what you don't like, and just basically what you think will be good in decks. I'd love to know. Explain your reasoning and everything like that. And yeah, let's have all a bit of fun together, shall we? So today we're going to start off with the commons, like I said, and my first common card coming in at number 10, but in no particular order, I will say, is Adventure Awaits. 1 and a green mana sorcery, very good card. I feel this. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card from among them and put it into your hand. You get to put the rest of the bottom of your library in a random order. But what makes this card good is this next bit. If you didn't put a card in your hand this way, draw a card. That very last line of text, draw a card, is absolutely brilliant. Green getting a very nice cantripy card here. Drawing a card for 2 mana potentially. You might look at the top 5 cards, see a creature that you don't really know. You know, it's not really going to do you any good. It might be like a little mana dork or something like that. Put them to the bottom and then draw a card and just let the will of the gods hopefully draw you that card that you want to find. We've had little cards like this before. You know, Adventurous Impulse was a card which actually looked at the top 3, revealed a creature or land card, then you could put it into your hand. This for extra 2 mana, I like it because you know that, like I said, that last line of text makes this common pretty strong. You know, blue gets normally the best draw spells, but a lot of people will dispute that and say green. So I think Adventure Awaits will certainly see some play. Literally a very good card, and it's doing a bit of blue thing. Draw a card. Let's just call this Simic, eh? So now we're going for a very good aggro creature. It's a 0/1 for 1 mana. It is a Hellhound. Cracking art on that as well. So it has landfill. Landfill I feel is going to be pretty strong, and definitely people are going to be playing it in Zendikar Rising Standard. This has whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, the Hellhound gets +2/2 to end of turn, which is, you know, for a 1 mana creature that's going to come down possibly turn 1. Landfill in there. We've still got, you know, Fabled Passage and cards like that can, you know, would be obviously a lot better with fetch lands, but we're not, you know, we're not going to have fetch lands. We have Fabled Passage, but still playing multiple lands, this could definitely trigger up +2/+2 for 2 lands. And then, you know, it's a 4/5 attacking, which is very good. I can see this probably in some kind of landfall mid-range deck and definitely an aggro deck as well. It's like the red Step Links. You know, Step Links had landfall. It was a 0/1 for 1 white mana. Whenever a land entered the battlefield under control, it got +2/2 to end of turn. So for me, you know, this is going to be a very good card. Very aggro, low to the ground, you know, coming in that turn 1 play and then just getting lands and just attacking very quick. Maybe Rakdos aggro, but I think, you know, Grawl aggro, a kind of landfall aggro sort of deck is going to absolutely love this. And it's a dog as well. So, doggy, it's going to get +2/2 when those lands go in. It's definitely going to be a big beater. So we're sticking with red now, and it's Cleansing Wildfire. This 2 mana sorcery, destroy target land. Its controller may search their library for a basic land, put it onto the battlefield tapped, and then you get to draw a card, shuffle their library. 2 mana. This maybe, could it see modern play even? You know, Tron's a bit of a deck in certain formats, and this could, you know, basically do something very good for you. I think this card, for what it does for 2 mana, destroying a target land as well. So it doesn't even have to be a basic, it's just target land. And then they may search for a basic, but you get to draw a card as well. So not only you get in, like, you know, something really good that can destroy someone's, maybe in standard we could, you know, you could destroy one of the castles, Castle Lochthwain or something like that. They may, you know, go and get the basic, but I still think this is a very good card as well, because for 2 mana, like that green card in the opening of my top 10 commons, it gets to draw a card as well, which I think makes this, you know, a really good effect. Any deck that's been, you know, will be using a lot of punishing powerful like non-basic lands, Field of Ruin, you know, you've got Valakut, and like I've mentioned, the Tron lands as well. This is going to be a cheap splashable card, definitely. Destroy that land, and then you get to draw a card as well. They might get a basic, but if they've got no basics left, very good. 2 mana, destroy land, draw a card. Yes, please. The next card on my list is going to be a limited all-star for me. Deadly Alliance, 5 mana instant spell. Destroy target creature or planeswalker, but this spell costs 1 less to cast for each creature in your party. A lot of people are going to be trying to build those party limited decks without a doubt. Possibly, maybe even the standard as well. So this will cast 1 less to cast for every creature in your party. So your party can consist of 1 of each: cleric, rogue, warrior, or wizard. Get them all on the field. This could be a very, very powerful creature, killing spell. But even in limited, even if you've maybe got 1 or 2 in there, it's still going to be very good. Creature or planeswalker, instant mana, that rings a bell. Hero's Downfall could do it for 3 mana. This could potentially do it for 2 mana, and it's a common card. A common card. Very, very sweet card. I really do like it. Deadly Alliance, if nothing more than a limited all-star, could it see some play in those party decks? And now to my favourite colour in Magic, and this card, Deliberate, I think is definitely going to see some standard play, without a doubt. Now, I know we have Omen of the Sea that does sort of the same thing as well, but some people want to play instants and sorcery cards and not enchantments, so this could really help those spells type of decks. It is 1 and a blue, instant mana, scry 2, then draw a card. Now, those of you who play older formats, we've got Preordain for 1 blue mana, used to scry 2 and draw a card. So for instant speed, paying that 1 extra mana, I think this is going to be a very, very good playable card. People say it's strictly worse than Omen of the Sea, but I say it's not really because, like I said, some people want to play enchantments, some people want those permanents on the field, and some people don't. People want the spells maybe to tick up something like that, and it could just be really, really good. For instant speed, though, that's what makes this. I think it's really, really good. I think just that it's just going to be played in control decks. It has to be played. 2 mana, draw a card, but it's the important scry 2 first, and scry is a very, very, very good mechanic. I always go on about it because I absolutely love it, but why not play your Omens and this as well? Play 8-4, 4-4, scry everywhere as much as you want to, find what you need and draw a card as well. So this next card on the list is a very much talked about card. One of the most talked about commons in the set is Feed the Swarm. It's a black 1 and a black sorcery, destroy target creature or enchantment. Yes, black enchantment removal. This will remove anything, that creature enchantment an opponent controls, but as black does, you lose life equal to that permanent's mana cost. So, you're going to get taxed for it, but you always get taxed when you're playing black. But this is, are you going to choose to play life? Of course you're going to choose to play life, because this gives you an answer to enchantments in black. For me, this is very, very, very good. Black, as a big rule, does not remove enchantments on its own. Of course, you can mix white in for Mortify, and then it would destroy an enchantment. You had Farika's Liberation that would go in there, which make them sacrifice an enchantment, but it's not destroy, is it? So this is what this makes this. For 2 mana, Feed the Swarm is definitely one of my top commons in the set. So 4 cards to go, and now we're going for what I think could be a very good aggressive creature, which is Territorial Skycat. 2-1 trample, it costs 2 and a green, has landfall. Whenever a landfall battle enters under control, put a 1-1 counter. So not to end of turn, which is what for me makes this really, really good. It's a counter. And it has trample, so you can make this as big as you can. Now, in limited, this is definitely going to be an all-star playing those lands. Removal is always not so easy to come by when you're playing limited for your opponents or yourself sometimes as well. And this could really overtake a game, and the trample makes it really, really good. This could maybe see standard playing some Cat's landfall, but I do think in the landfall deck this will be very good. How about it being played in Pauper as well? Maybe, in EDH, maybe if you've got a Cat EDH deck, I can see this definitely taking a spot. 2-1 for 3 that can just get really, really big. There's plenty of ways to drop land in standard without a doubt, and this could be a huge beater. And I say the trample is going to be amazing on this. Stick an Embercleave on it as well, and it's probably going to be GG's. Next card is a colourless spell. I really do like Spare Supplies. 2 mana. Ends the battlefield tap. When it ends the battlefield, though, you get to draw a card. Then you can pay 2, tap it, sacrifice it, and draw a card. So the ability to draw a card on 2 different turns for 2 mana is really, really good. And there's no colour restriction as well, so it can fit into any type of deck. Blue decks are like it. Any deck that just wants, to draw a card with no colour stipulation. I think this card could definitely see play. Pauper, definitely, it's going to be a very good card to play. If you want to use it in your limited pools as well, it's a sweet card just for drawing cards. Get in your deck, a little bit of card draw, 2 mana, comes in. People aren't really going to be, removing it as well and stuff like that to get, the artifact removal. Draw a card, then sack it and draw another card. You might just find what you need. But I do think this, for a common card with the opening status of, opening mana of 2 mana, I like that. Drawing 2 cards on 2 different turns for 2 mana each. I think it's a great little mana sink, and I think it's a really, really cool card for a common card. So the number 2 now on my list, but like I said, no particular order here. Have any of the cards I've mentioned already been any of yours that you really like? Let me know in the comments, of course. This one is I've got to get this right. Anticognition, I'm going to say. Let's hope I got that right. So for 2 mana, this common card, counter target creature or planeswalker spell. So not all spells, but creature and planeswalker, unless its controller pays 2. If an opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard, I think mill's going to be a thing, but if not, this is still going to be great late game. Instead, counter that spell, then scry 2. That is a lot going on for a 2 mana counter spell at common status. This is going to be great. Mill decks are definitely going to be playing it, but I still think this is a great card for, 2 mana counter target creature or planeswalker spell unless they pay 2. So that's automatically going to be, not bad counter spell. And then if the opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard, you just get to counter that spell. Scry 2. Very, very good. I love that. I love the text in it as well. I think not. That's the real nope of blue. I think not. I would really, really like this card. I definitely will be jamming it in there because no doubt I'm going to be playing some mill decks on the channel. You know me. We all love mill over here on Total MTG, and this will definitely be featuring in my decks. So the last card on my common top 10 list, and don't forget, like I said, I'll be doing the uncommons tomorrow, then the rares after that, is Scale the Heights. 2 and a green sorcery. Put a 1/1 counter on up to 1 target creature. You gain 2 life. You may play an additional land this turn and draw a card. They do love making these really powerful green cards, don't they? I mean, you look at for 1 less mana, you got a really cool card called Explore. That used to play an additional land this turn and draw a card. This, for 1 extra mana, look at what it does. Counters on a creature, 1/1 counter on up to 1 creature, gaining 2 life, play an additional land and draw a card. This card is, for common, is quite insane. They just love building these green cards that are absolutely amazing, Wizards. And I think this is definitely going to see play. It's like Explore, but more. This is what it is. It's got absolutely ridiculous text for me for a common card. It's definitely going to be that chase common, without a doubt. If you play it in limited, definitely still play it as well, because look at the value you're getting for 3 mana. You're going to buff up a creature, gain a bit of life, ramp yourself out, and draw a card for 3 mana. Yep, 3 mana. This card's going to be great. Maybe a landfall deck or anything like that. Scale the Heights for me. It's, the numbers weren't in order, of any particular order, but this could easily be the strongest common in Zendikar Rising. So everyone, that's my top 10 common cards from Zendikar Rising. I think we got some really powerful cards in it. I'd love to know in the comments what you think, because there's a lot out there. Commons do make up most of your booster boxes out your packs. I know the packs are all different these days. So sometimes maybe they won't. I don't know. The packs are all confusing. But, as a rule, commons make up the majority of the booster packs. And, sometimes they're the most important cards to go through. So I really hope you like this list and hope it's helped you on the way to see some of the cards you might not have thought that good. I've hopefully pointed that out for you. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. We've just gone over 9,000. So big thanks and thumbs up to all of you supporting the channel. It's amazing. We are now under 1,000 away from 10,000 subs. That is absolutely amazing. I'm going to do a nice giveaway then to show my support to all of you for just showing your support to me. So thank you very much. Thanks to all my Patreons. Really do appreciate that extra money, the extra financial support that you give me as well. That's really good. Helps me make loads of more videos. And hopefully if that takes off even further, check it out. Link in the description if it's something you do. If not, don't even worry. Just carry on watching the videos and liking and subscribing. That is amazing. Anyway, you lot take care and I will see you on tomorrow's video.